And whoa. How did I immediately get turned to stone? I guess taking stairs down takes a little while. Or there goes the plan of holding on to both of our extra lives all this time, but not the end of the world. In fact, we might still be at 2. No, I think we're 1 level away then. So just give us a smidge longer and we'll get there. No longer believe. Okay, deserved. I'm sorry. Sorry, Fuzz, it won't happen again. Just you wait, Fuzz. We'll make them see. We'll make them all see. Just have to survive the next few minutes here without doing anything incredibly stupid. As impossible a task as that may be for somebody with my playstyle, I have faith that we'll make it through. Just waiting out time to get back enough magic that we can slam one of these sons of guns down again, and beautiful, take me back to lair. Perfect. And at least, hey, that's probably like pretty much the entire floor clear. You know, it's all about the small victories here. I'll take what I can get. Perfect. Ooh, you're not dead yet. In fact, where the heck did you go, my friend? There you are. Dang it. You weren't supposed to come to that square. I was hoping they'd stay in range of our Fulminant Prism, but hey. Not the end of the world here. We do get Quicksilver in this game, so that's an interesting turn of events here. We'll have to remember that we have that for getting rid of any enemy, you know, enchantments, buffs, what have you. Only used it for that express purpose a couple of times. I find that the majority of cases, I end up just, what was I trying to think there? Oh, I end up just using it for damage. There we go. That losing of the Sif Moon ability just absolutely fried my brain mid-sentence, but we got there in the end. Just have to believe. Just like everything else we've been talking about. But okie dokie, let's set this up to potentially get a good old triple kill here, or not. That's cool too. Let's try that again. This time Fulminant Prism, not IMB, and much better. Still not quite through the crowd yet, but we're definitely getting pretty dang close, and no real danger, at least, so that's always nice. Just lead all you kiddos in once more, and that is beautiful. Get back on the highway to the danger zone here, and do our best. That's slightly terrifying. There is the Book of Iron, so I'd assume Iron Shot, you know, if I had to hazard a guess. Beautiful. Animate armor and blade hands. You know, now that I've seen it, it makes a lot of sense. That sounds about right. Well, we'll definitely throw a Fulminant Prism down there. I'm trying to think. I want another one down, but I'm not very confident that this son of a gun will stay in range of it where we had to place it there. So instead, we'll just play it a wee bit safer here. Let them come to us, you know. Church of Iron Shot. One of the fastest growing sects here in the dungeon for sure. Oh geez, another basilisk and a fire crab. What the heck are you doing here, my friend? Well, you're not fast. And Flaming Cloud at least only has a range of 5, so that's something that we can most likely work with, as long as there isn't a basilisk also nearby, so not gonna be that time. Instead, we'll come back another day. Let's see how she goes. As for you kiddos, I guess we can pop one here, one there. That's probably gonna get smashed. Oh, and not even for full power, so let's just get the heck out of dodge. You know, I was gonna say please don't step in that trap, but it kind of worked out better than the alternative, so thank you for stepping in that trap, I guess. But whatever works at the end of the day. And man, Fulminant Prism is just exceedingly loud. And that makes me worried about doing this, because we're definitely going to call some attention onto our backs here, but maybe, just maybe, we clear out a decent chunk of these sons of guns without risking ourselves too much. I'm going to step here so that our Mamba friend definitely stays in range. Holy moly. 3 health, triple dots of poison on me. Definitely a fair guess that this is lethal, even if the game wasn't telling us. So we'll drink a curing here real quick, and don't really want to go down that stairwell again, but might be our only option. I guess this one probably is where a lot of those new friends came from, so that also works to a certain extent here. We can drop down one of those and blast you back, my Mamba friend. Beautifully. No Mamba number 5 today. Much lesser known hit song. But okie dokie, let's just keep it moving on here. There's still the basilisk somewhere. Why, hello there, my friend. Speak of the devil. You could come right this way. Beautiful. I'm kind of risking things there by relying... so many basilisks. Relying on our Fulminant Prisms to get the kill, because we're of course going to be turned to stone shortly after, so a wee bit sketchy. And in fact, oh gosh, this Komodo dragon is probably going to catch up to us while we're made of stone. And are you going to kill me? You fool. You should have gone for the head. Well, beautiful. We'll just walk away from you then, my friend, if you could be so kind to oblige to acquiesce my request. And wonderful. Should just be one more of these bad boys to get her done. And you love to see it. That brings poison up to 8, so OTR is probably fully castable now. We'll definitely have to take another peek at that. Another thing that we need to start thinking about here is maybe train some invocations. We're on the cusp of having Divine Exegesis always available to us, so it could be nice to have that in our back pocket. Hopefully we get some of the big survival spells. We're talking your Revivifications, your Death's Doors. Those are always nice to have around when you're worshiping Sifmuna. And in fact, let's start training a bit of invocations here. We'll see how high we get before we end up changing gears there, but for the time being, that seems nice. And Olgrub's Toxic Radiance, you know what, for the briefest of moments, you will become capital M. And that should be wonderful. You are probably susceptible to poison, no? You are susceptible to poison. You absolute fool. Oh my gosh, I was told range of 5, excuse me? Some of those flames, I swear, went further than 5. Call me crazy. Just don't call me late for dinner. But there we go, managed to take you out, getting a decent amount of invocations training. And beautiful. Actually not too unhappy to see Snake. Definitely had some interesting times there in our last couple of field attempts, but we've managed to make our way through, so that is a promising outlook to potentially rely on, or to hope for, I should say, more realistically. Now you, my friend, are only a problem once you go berserk, but oh boy, are you a problem when you do so. And with that in mind, let's try and chain up a few of these so that there's not much opportunity for any shenanigans. Beautiful. And fantastic. Oh gosh. It really is just a basilisk kind of day, huh? Oh, and I got turned to stone before having the ability to set up our failsafe there, but fantastic. A bit of a dead man's switch. That Fulminant Prism. And not too shabby. We'll just get back on the road here. No Hydra so far. Instead, just a plethora, a cornucopia of basilisks. Don't know which one I'd prefer. Again, as long as there's not water around, I feel pretty confident in our ability to deal with hydras. Oh gosh. As soon as I started paying attention to the fact that there's something just barely caught my eye, it is all I can think about. Gonna have to cry on stream just to solve my problems here. But okie dokie, we'll run upstairs and heal up before we start being overwhelmed by all our new blinky friends. Hello there. At least with IMB, we can kind of just keep them off of our back. I think I will end up switching stairwells, just because coming down and taking some hits right away it's never great. We've seen how that goes rather, very recently even. So with that in mind, we'll play it just slightly safer. Very much just was crossing my fingers there and hoping that these blink frogs would blink into danger. And boy howdy, wouldn't you know, they did in fact. At least one of them blinked right into danger, so I'd love to see it. And definitely deal with the water moccasin. Even you, my electric friend, shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll drop this down here and then walk away. Feel a bit more experienced. Beautiful. That's maybe an entrance to shoals, if I had to guess. It's not in the best position. At least there's this kind of dry route out. At first I was worried that it would just be all shallow water as far as the eye could see, and that would be less than ideal, shall we say. But not the end of the world here. We managed to keep on keeping on without too much trouble, and we'll just blast our new friends. Wonderful. And keep on going here. Guess we might as well be throwing out the OTRs. Relatively mana efficient and is, just extra damage on top of our already fantastic Bolin Prisms, so always happy to see it. Invo is already up to 6, so where does that leave me? Divine Exegesis is 54% failure rate, so not grand. Definitely could work on that a smidge, a wee bit. But for the time being here, we'll just focus on blasting our way through, not worrying too much about that. It's not like we have a lot of spells currently in our spellbook that we would desperately want in an emergency situation. And you, my friend, my turtley pal, are exactly the reason why I was scared to be so near so much water. As long as we're away from water, I don't see any problem with our relationship moving forward. I think that we'll get along nicely, at least from my perspective. There we go. Fantastic. Well, okie dokie. That is Lair 3, and definitely just blasting our way through here so far. Let's be very careful where we place these so that we don't do anything we'd regret at least too much here. Can just blast you back, my friend. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of low health enemies. Unfortunately, no dead enemies. So, we're working on it. We're gonna get there. You, my friend, will bring upstairs. Throw down one of these. And that is a bit more what I was afraid of. I think we're just gonna guarantee our survival with one of those real quick. Ah, there are all the hydras. Let's just knock you back, my friends, and get the heck out of Dodge. That stairwell is no longer safe for feline life, so we'll immediately change directions here. Oh me oh my. Turns out Lair 4 is where it's at. This is where the party is a hip-hopping for sure. Jeez Louise. Hopefully not Louise. That's not someone we could deal with right now. We do not have the willpower for that encounter. Both in-game and outside of. But these death yaks should go down, not without a fight, but, with just the barest excuse for a fight. As long as all goes according to our dreams, aspirations, plans, what have you. All of the above, maybe. And the Black Mamba again. We will immediately just walk away. We're already pretty low mana. Let's play it slightly safer. Okay, I need this blast off to work. Please give me... Oh my gosh, I just need some space. Yes, that's better. Death Yak we can at least survive a turn with. The Hydra, not so much. One turn is probably asking for a bit much. You know, if survival is what we're looking for in life, but this, on the other hand, is much more up my alley, and we will just continue to do our thing here. Run this buddy on a bit of a gauntlet, a bit of a gamut here. That should do the trick, maybe? Beautiful. I absolutely love to see it. Turns out there's only one safe stairwell. It's not you. Was it you? Might be the best we can ask for. What did the other one look like here? Wherever it may or may not be. So those look to be some of the same enemies that we were just seeing above. So could just cross our fingers and hope that that is in fact the case, and that this stairwell is now safe for our usage. Maybe. I think we're still better off with this son of a gun right here. So let's head on down for honor and glory here, and just, yeah, keep blasting you sons of guns for space. Turns out I still haven't gotten that crap out of my eye. No idea what's going on in life. Except this Hydra's gonna die? Oh, not quite. Oh me oh my. This is not where I parked my car. Do we go down to layer 5 to just escape this disaster zone temporarily? Alternatively, we channel magic and hope that gives me enough just to blast my way through this Hydra, and then we can escape. No harm, no foul. Let's do that. I at least feel slightly safer with the known rather than the unknown, even if it is not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. Oops, I meant to drop one of these and then start blasting, or not, that's cool too. One of these days we'll have enough magic to achieve the things we so dream of in this world. Beautiful. And I mean, we have maybe cleared out some of the other stairwells now, just by virtue of the sheer amount of noise we've been making. So this, yeah, you know, looks good. Looks pretty swell. Oh, those sons of guns we can actually take down. So what I'm gonna do is, first and foremost, should say, let's bring you upstairs, my friend. Then if you could just get off my back, please. Beautiful. And let's head down. I think it's time to make some noise here. We will check it out. So that's not quite right, but this, on the other hand, is fantastic. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Stop hitting my folding prisms. Just meet your demise with open arms. Feel a bit more experienced. At least once, feel a bit more experienced. Twice, and sold to the cat up front. Beautiful. We will blast this son of a gun and see if we can't do enough damage to make this worth our while. I don't think so, so I will leave. Thank you kindly. And how are we looking? This stairwell is now no bueno. How's this stairwell? Maybe this one has actually been slightly cleared because of the sheer amount of noise we've been making. Not too shabby. We'll drop the exclusion now that both O clubs are dead. At least I believe so. Kind of falling prey to the most classic of rules. Don't believe they're dead until you see a body. But I'm sure we'll be fine. We're not the villains in this story. We're the heroes. So therefore, probably just fine. That's more of a villain concern at the end of the day. Okie dokie, let's definitely just try to sit here for a smidge for a moment and deal some quick hits. You know, not quite what I was going for, but we do manage to keep the area relatively clear here, which is all we can really ask for. That blink frog is going to be a problem. Same with this yak. What the heck? Hit the road, yak. Don't come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. Okay, scary, scary, scary. I'm sorry, blink frog. I won't do so again. And there we go. Managed to shake our tail there. Or not. That's cool too. You know what? Just come at me. Just try me, my froggy friend. Beautiful. Well, okie dokie. This stairwell is no longer safe. But now this one is. Oh, except my character decided to take... Classic mistake. By the way, kids, if you're watching from at home, if you want to, you know, you're hanging out around here, you want to make it to the stairwell up over here. What you want to do is navigate over and hit OK. This is good. If you go down first, oh boy, are you just putting your life in the hands of the whims of RNG and hoping that it all shakes out. Which, I mean, a lot of times it will, don't get me wrong. Always happy to roll the dice. I am a gambler at the end of the day after all. In spirit, more so than literally. Don't think I could afford to be a gambler. But okie dokie. Regardless, let's finish off these sons of guns. Even hitting our 10 cap on invocations, wonderful. We don't have a lot of spells to move on to. I guess there's Iron Shot, if we so desire. Could get that into our books. Would be nice to have some single target damage. It's no Ignite Poison though, you know what I mean? So for now, let's put on Dodging. Set your cap to 3. Okay, let's put on Dodging, set your cap to 4. Already halfway there. Perfect. And take another peek into our spellbook, shall we? It is pretty much just Iron Shot. I mean, the Earth training would help us get statue form, if and when we do get it from our big spellbook in the sky here, the lovely Sivmuna. So, I think I like that. I think I don't mind that one bit. Let's pop that bad boy on, bring it up to at least somewhere in the vicinity of 10. That shouldn't take too long based on how invocations went. It's at a -1 aptitude, but that's not that much worse than a 0 at the end of the day. And beautiful. Finally start exploring this floor potentially, seeing as how we've managed to clear out a decent share of our lovely new friends. Hello there, froggy boy. And not too shabby. Oh, if only we could throw 6 Curari darts is a boon for sure. That's a steal and a half if I ever saw one. But I would like to get your attention, my Hydropal. And if you could just keep walking right this way, just a little bit longer. Honestly, we're so close. It's crazy. If you could just keep following for just a little bit longer, I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this one. That roly gosh darn pulley is going to be a problem. In fact, that could just kill me. Let's think about this one for a second. If I had the magic, then I would have a bit of recourse here. Unfortunately, we don't. That recourse, of course, being that I could just plop a Fulminant Prism right in the lane of this son of a gun, and that would be wonderful. Instead, I think I'm gonna just try and paralyze you. Oh my gosh, and we got it. Do I keep stabbing? Nope. Turns out, shouldn't have kept stabbing. Should have, oh, ran for my very life. Holy moly. Well, we could blink. I do want to keep my lives intact if at all possible, and as long as this son of a gun doesn't really notice which direction I went. I should have time to get to a stairwell at the very least. Could have potentially risked going for like a wand cast there to murder them while they were looking low, but honestly it's just terrifying that that son of a gun can take us out in one hit with a roll, so maybe just ignore that for now. Ignore that area, ignore that section, and just keep doing my own thing. Jeez Louise, can somebody stop messing around with my prisms here? You know, we have a system in place. Did I kill the... Oh, nope. Oak plant's still alive. Let's try that again, shall we? And you, my friend, are actually more terrifying than I originally suspected. We'll bring out a Curian, and that should do the trick. Probably made enough noise there to attract a boulder beetle, if I had to guess. Let's pray not. Now that's more like it. I'm all for the Hydra pals. All the livelong day. Except for the fact that it seems to be synonymous these days with boulder beetles. Let's run up there, because then the boulder beetle at least smashes face first into our fulminant prism. And we can try to get this Hydra murdered before any regrettable mistakes happen, go down, what have you. Gosh darn it, is that ever close? There we go. And then we just escape with our many lives here. And rinse and repeat. We'll head back to the stairwell up here, I guess, for now. Oops, I cast the wrong spell, but we might be okay. I'm gonna do a sneaky little trick here. Mouse over this son of a gun so I know what the game sees as the shortest path, because that, to me, indicates that I should be able to do this. Or not at all. That's also cool. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. Jeez Louise. And you have 3 lives as Felid. How's that mechanic work? So you start off with no extra lives as a Felid, and then as you continue to level up, I believe it's like multiples of 4, levels of multiple of 4, you gain extra lives as you go. So we've gained 3 total, we've lost 1. But by the end of the game, we should have a few more yet to come to be, so I'm feeling alright with that. Definitely, it's so far better than most of our cat runs in the past here. We've had a very bad habit of losing all of our lives pretty much as quickly as we can gain them. And so they expect you to die a lot? Oh yeah. I think the biggest issue with cats is so you have a minus 30% health modifier, something wild like that. And so at the end of the day, no matter how late in the game you get, even if you have something like statue form or dragon form to give you extra defensive capabilities, you're still going to be in one-shot range of things like crystal spheres, especially from an ancient lich. And so the trade-off there is that we at the very least have some reliance. Oh my gosh, stop. Okay, for whatever reason, that place is a no-go zone. Normally, these sons of guns aren't quite as aggressive towards my prisms. Still no kills. Okay, that one didn't explode large enough. We'll keep doing this a few more times. There's no rush to do this now, so we can always just leave for the time being. And we'll come back at a later date, please and thank you. Well, okie dokie, that is down to layer 4 clear. We could go down and clear off the final section in 5. I don't really feel like we're ready for Shoals or Snake yet. Those both seem very much like a death sentence, so it's between exploring regular dungeon, potentially dipping into Orc, just a toe, or layer 5 and seeing how that goes down. Honestly, this layer floor seemed terrifying. It was filled to the brim with Hydra, so I would have expected this to be more, you know, along the lines of the final floor of a section, but hey, what do I know? While we're here, I think I will dip down into layer 5 and see how things are looking, see how things are cooking. Definitely get out of blast radius before I am in danger of being turned to stone. I already think that we're in the danger zone here, but hey, managed to have a decent start. Okay, I am wearing my fire resistance ring. You know, I don't think it's going to be enough though, so I'm going to leave. Firecrowd was severely wounded. That's not dead in my books, unfortunately. So we'll have to head over to a different stairwell. Let's play this as safe as we possibly can here. And there we go, even hitting level 13 while we're at it. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I think we'll try and take one of you upstairs. Okie dokes. Hello, my friend. Gives us enough space to replenish our magic before we head once more into the mix. Hello? Blink Prog? Hello, hello, hello. No? Okay, dokes. I guess that friend is gone for now? Had to take a temporary leave of absence, maybe? Oops, let's not accidentally do anything there. Cast OTR, and then stay away from the basilisk if at all possible. We will do one more OTR as well, because that at least gives us some measure of insurance here. Beautiful. And all of you should die in relatively short order. Can I afford to stand it out a little bit here? Looks like it. Beautiful.